everyone. Welcome back to another round of Dead by Daylight. We're playing a killer round today, and we're playing as the Pig, someone we've been playing a little bit more with of recent. We'll take a quick look at our loadout. We're playing with discordance, which will allow us to see when more than one survivor's on a generator. That goes hand in hand with surveillance, and when a generator is interrupted, when somebody gets back on it, it's going to get highlighted for me. We have Hex Ruin, only Tier 1, unfortunately. We do have Barbecue and Chili, only Tier 2. As you can see, the Pig is only a level 38 at the moment. And I've been trying to put a little bit more blood points into her to help speed things along, to get her some slightly better perks. But this is what we're going with for now. We're actually going to maybe change the... We're actually going to change the surveillance to nurses calling. Help me find people a little bit better if I get them injured. Surveillance I've liked. I've liked being able to see when a generator I've kicked or gotten people off of has somebody get back on it again. But nurses calling also helps me to find people when I injure them and I can't finish the chase off and they get away from me. This is one of those times where I honestly wish I had another slot for a perk there, obviously, and that would be me playing them both, but choices have to be made. I've had some decent success playing the Pig, some really good games, some not so good games. We'll see how this one goes. The main thing with the Pig is she has her stealth ability, which allows me to get some nice sneak attacks in. I tend to not use her ambush attack very much because I'm not very good at it, though the last game I played with her, I actually managed to land some hits with it. But the main thing is we have those bear traps, and the bear traps are a perfect way to slow the game down, whether it's in the early game by getting traps on people's heads so they have to deal with those, or if it's a little bit more late game pressure, when they get down to a couple generators left, getting a trap on their head might slow them down from popping maybe that next to last gen. Of course, they've changed things since the Pig originally had come out. So I never got a chance to play with the Pig when the traps absolutely had to come off your head and you couldn't even escape until they did. That's not the case, obviously, anymore. You can go out the exit gates or the hatch with a trap on your head. And that kind of weakened her a little bit, made using traps in the end game not as good a strategy. And there we found somebody. All right, there's somebody who doesn't see us until the last minute. Perfect. There's our Ruin trophy right out there in the open, too. Well, that's Scoops Ahoy Steve there. It's not who I expected we'd see. But we'll say hello to him nonetheless. We're actually going to go out this way because I thought he would run this way, and he did. There he goes, up on top of the hill. All right, Scoops is down. Boy, I always have so much trouble with Scoops in my matches. I think he deserves a hat to go with that nice little Scoops Ahoy hat he's wearing. All right, basement not in the shack. We're just going to drag him out to this hook right over here. And let him give a nice little look at things as we develop. Oh, we can see with Barbecue and Chili. There's somebody right over there, and I can hear him up here. See if we can give somebody a nice little surprise. Ooh. We did not. I will say one thing we did see is that Ruin unfortunately is gone, and that really didn't take them long to get rid of it. Well, there's a generator done. Which means my buddy Scoops is gonna... That generator is still sparking up there. My buddy Scoops, they're leaving him on the hook a long time there. There we go. I was gonna say, that's been a while to leave him up there on the hook. We are moving slower as we're crouching here, but you know what? This person didn't know we were here. Ah! We were able to get a nice little ambush attack on him. Drop that pallet. I don't know what you're doing there, pal. What was that all about? He used the pallet. I don't know if he thought I was gonna go around or what he thought, but that nifty move just earned him a hat. All right, we're gonna throw him way out here on the outside of the map, away from all the action. And we are not going to go into a crouch mode. We want to get back over here kind of ASAP. I see the person we injured in the very beginning of the match has finally been healed. And I also see that we have Scoops has got his trap on his head activated. So he's going to be looking around some boxes. We could, oh, hi. Wow. Didn't expect to see you again so soon. Boy, that was unfortunate timing for you, as you literally just ran into me. I don't know where you think you're going. I can see you there. Oh, well, she ran right into me, which honestly, if you've seen me play before, you know it's not a terrible strategy. But my guess is, oh, hey, it's Scoops. I wasn't expecting to see you here, Scoops. Oh, hi. I see you still have a trap on your head. So I'm guessing that jigsaw box thing didn't work out so well for you. I wasn't chasing you, Scoops. To be honest with you, you're not the person I came here looking for. I can see barbecue telling me where that person is. They were injured, so they're either going to be healing over here, or if they can't. Here's the scratch marks, but they were very faint. I'm not sure what direction they were headed in. Somebody's headed this way. Alright, I'm gonna have to get a little bit more speed here. Oh. Well, you still have a trap on your head, so well, we also can't seem to hit you. Alright, we're gonna get you down again. See, what the traps do in the early game, and that's the nice little ability for the pig, is it slows the game down, because that's Scoops got his trap off, but this poor friend does not have his trap off. There's somebody injured headed that way. He might be headed for this generator. Well, Scoops, I know this feels like you're being tunneled, my friend, but you just are always the person that is seemingly where I am, and when you don't need me to be there. So we're gonna hook you, and we're gonna take you out of your misery. We got 2 injured people over here. Well, somebody finished a generator over there. Somebody headed for the puzzle box? Nope, I don't hear anybody working. There's somebody right there, though. Hey, Neil. Oh, you're carrying a map. Well, that's interesting. You have suddenly caught my attention dramatically here. She is wig-wagging and zigging. Well, she was doing a lot of zigzagging there, but I'm not the huntress. I'm not the gunslinger. I'm not somebody who's gonna nail you with a ranged weapon. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna drop you real quick, and then we're gonna get a little box on your head before we go any further. Now we'll pick you up and get you on that hook. I want you to feel left out, that you're not getting a nice little fancy hat here. fancy hats are all the rage these days. All right, so we have not a completely undefensible position. That generator up on top ended up completely regressing, even without ruin. Once we kicked it, they never did go back to it. Are they working on generators anywhere out here? That answer seems to be no. So I don't know, again, I don't know if we're dealing with a team. I don't know if we're dealing with... Oh. Where are you? You were upstairs, aren't you? Alright. I would like to go upstairs. I feel like upstairs, I heard you. Yeah, I did hear you. Yeah, I did hear you, my friend. Yeah, I heard you, my friend. And give you another hat. You didn't like the first one I gave you. Let's see if we can give you another one, and maybe this one you'll appreciate this one a little bit better. And we know somebody's in there. We can see the scratch marks. Somebody has been through here. Oh no, actually that's just kind of dirt. Alright, which way are you coming out of here? Hi. Well, you are a new face. You I haven't seen before. You've been very stealthy this game. You've been very stealthy. Oh, but that is the, that's somebody I forgot that was here. Where'd you head to? Well, that hill is not going to save you, unfortunately. Doesn't look like you had balanced landing for that either. Let's go ahead and get you back down on the ground. And we'll put another hat on you. That's our last hat. We got no more hats to give all you guys. But it will make popping that last generator a little bit tougher, because if your partner or your teammate decides to go ahead and go with another trap, oh, well, we can see them. We can see them, but they are not going to know we're here. Oh, and we got the ambush attack on him. Nice. Oh, they're circling back for the rescue right there. We see him. Oh, where'd the other one go? Yep, there you go. We can catch up to you. It's a 4K. Yep. Well, that is going to end up being unfortunate. You are going to be... Now, I chased you a little bit away. The question is, can I find the other person I downed? Not exactly sure where we put them down at. Feel like it was over here. Hey, we found you. Boy, that in itself is a little bit of a minor miracle. We're gonna go ahead and, we don't have a hat to give you on your way out, but we do have a nice shiny hook. It's not a hat, but you know, it's still a little bit of something. And that's gonna be a nice little 4K for us. All in all, a pretty solid little match here for us. We only used one ambush attack that entire time. We used it at the very end, actually, when we used barbecue and chili to see what we were dealing with. and that worked out very well. I don't like using the ambush attack because mainly I just have issues with nailing it, and a lot of times I've just missed, but I've gotten a little bit better at utilizing it to its full capabilities. And overall, that's not a bad match for us. We get a 4K. They did not get to a position where they were going to be able to finish generators too quickly. The traps definitely slowed the game down in the early going for us, and that was I'm not sure if they were a team or not. That was a pretty decent ranked group of survivors there, so no potatoes, no survivors like myself in that group. All mid-range ranks. We had somebody playing with Bond. Not sure. I mean, Bond is not a sign that somebody's playing together as a team. Usually, you see a lot of decisives in those type of teams. There was one person with decisive. I don't see an unbreakable anywhere, which is usually a pretty common perk you see in that. We did have somebody running empathy, which I run a lot just to know where my injured teammates are at. We had a couple spine chills, so maybe some of them were working together, maybe they weren't, but in either case, whether they were solo or whether they were in groups, that was a really efficient round for us. And again, we used the traps the way they're supposed to be used. They're not designed to kill as much as they are designed to slow the game down. And when we lost Ruin relatively early, the traps, I believe, are what helped us to slow things down. So not a bad game as the pig. We'll go ahead and take it as we continue to improve, hopefully, with some of these other killers that we play. I hope you enjoyed watching as well. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It would help the channel to grow a lot. And check back with us as we release Dead by Daylight videos on a daily basis, usually 2 a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, both killer and survivor rounds that I play with my friend Jeff. Until the next time, however, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next Dead by Daylight.